And I just don't give a damn. This is what I am. Understand? I don't give a damn. This is who I am. Man, I don't give a damn. This is what I am. And I just don't give a damn. Take me as I am. And my G still pumping. Sold on the culture, you know that my Doja culture game.
You are listening live. This is the Pro Wrestling Torch East Coast Cast. It is Cameron and Travis live on StreamYard. I guess I can just stop that. Yes, I can. It's Wednesday. It's November 2nd, 2022. Again, I'm Travis Bryant. There's Cameron Hawkins. We are live, of course, unless we're not live and you're listening in your listenership. But yeah, we've it's week 2 on StreamYard. It's episode 600. Big, what do they call it? Not trademark. Big, whatever. Big 600 episodes. That's not, when you're scrolling down your various podcast feeds and your favorite shows, there are very few people that hit
landmark.
That's it. That's what I was looking for. There are very few shows that hit 25 episodes. There are even fewer that hit 100 and even fewer that hit 500. Here we are sitting at 600 for this here live East Coast Cast show. And for real, in the overall 14-year scheme of things, it's probably closer to 800 episodes. I don't know how many we just did for the Torch before we got on the internet or on the broadcast internet radio deal. But here we are, 600, excuse me, sitting pretty. And yeah, Cameron Hawkins, welcome to the East Coast Cast. I'm going to get this new intro down one day.
It'll take time.
Yeah.
Happy, well done by us. How great are we? We're amazing. Happy 600, man. This is quite the milestone. Takes a lot of dedication. Takes a lot of focus. Takes a lot of work to make sure this thing comes together. So yeah, this is beautiful, man. Not as beautiful as the Wrestling Club hoodie, which you can get from For Your Wear right now. Shout out to the kids. Wait. Gotta give you back. Oh. Well, Future Wrestling right there.
Okay. Cameron Rodriguez
sleeve.
Showing off the
I love
back.
The babies, man. Shout out to the kids, man. Shout out to my man Vic Perry making this thing happen for the kids. Love all the support that they've received from the wrestling world, from the WWEs, the AEWs, the individual wrestlers, the journalists. Just love all that for them, man. So shout out to the Wrestling Club, man.
Indeed. Hello, everybody in the chat, in the various chats. If you're on one of our YouTubes chatting away, if you're on the Facebook fan page chatting away, or at the Twitch or the Twitters, hello, chat room. Let me go ahead and give out all the contact information. This is an interactive show, as you can see and hear. We want to talk to you. We want to interact with you. We want to read things from you. So there are a few ways of going about that. If you want to have your voice heard and maybe your face shown, if you're brave enough to get to jump on the StreamYard live feed and talk to us, you can. How do they? I should know this. How do people like Kylan is doing right now in the queue? How do they show up? How do they get in line? Essentially,
get at us, as a matter of fact, because we have to invite you individually. So, you can shoot me a DM, you can shoot Trav a DM. You can just leave a comment on StreamYard, whatever service you're using that you want to jump in, and we can put you on. So yeah, just however it is you want to communicate with us, you can post in the comment section or reach out to us individually, and we will definitely invite you on to be a speaker from there.
Now, if you want to just shoot us a quick email, you can email us at eastcoastaudio@gmail.com. Again, that's eastcoastaudioshow@gmail.com. We've only had that email for 12 years. Get it together. Let us know in the subject of your email which segment, VIP or non-VIP, that you would like your email read in. I instinctively want to go to your whole Twitch and do the whole thing, but everything's thrown off. Now I'm going to have to actually write something and have it on hand, because it's not, because instincts are going to pull me in one direction and common sense is going to pull me in the other. The East Coast Cast fan page that can be found at facebook.com/PWTorch East Coast Cast. Give us a like, share us on your timeline. I'm going out of order. Find us on Twitter at East Coast Cast, twitter.com/East Coast Cast. You can find my personal Twitter at Trav Lord, and you can find Cam at Seahawk. That's CEE Hawk. Okay. That's all out of the way. I think everybody knows how to get at us. Find us on the socials if you don't, and I'm sure there will be a link there for you to, because you'll see our face. Matter of fact, everything's on every platform. So whether you're on our Twitter or on our whatever, you'll see and jump on and talk to us that way. We got some stuff to talk about, Cam.
For sure.
There's some TV stuff going on. There's international implications. They got World War III on the brink. WWE is about to be the catalyst for World War III, people.
They said Brock going to just catch the missile and throw it back.
Brock, no, it'll be Brock and Lashley, and they teamed up to save, Saudi Arabia. They teamed up to save the world, and there you go, new baby. It's like when Nikolai Volkov came out to save Dusty Rhodes, new hottest babyface tag team for the next however long. So there you go, Lashley and
the allied American powers. Just okay. So I mean, that's a great place to jump off. So they getting word that is it Iran?
Iran is threatening an attack on Saudi Arabia. Some kind of incident, some kind of violent, you gonna listen to me kind of deal.
So my thing is where the prince at? That's what I want to know. Because if he at the show, I'm good at the show. If he not at the show, I'm not good at the show. That'd be my whole thing, right? If I can see you from where you sitting and you can see me from where you sitting, I feel straight. If they got you in a bunker in the stadium, I don't know how I feel about that.
You watching on your tablet underneath the arena? Why would you even be underneath the arena?
I'm saying it's interesting though. Somebody's like Men in Black. There's always a death ray or a disease or a planetary takeover happening.
And we just don't even know about it.
You don't know about it. You just power through. So I wonder if, they've talked internally this is Tuesday. This is just what we do. This is what happens. And so you're in no more danger of that thing happening today than you would be any other day or anytime you've been here. So I wonder.
Yeah, that's I didn't think of that, but that's a good if the prince is there, but is he typically at those shows?
I have no idea.
Right.
I felt like he don't be they
don't give him the camera shot.
Camera side, third row.
Hey, with a sign that say Goldberg. I love Goldberg. Could you imagine? That'd really humanize him. He's like,
I read that. I'm looking at Chris's comment. Shout out to my man Chris. He says the prince is probably on the bomb-proof exec suite. I read that as the prince is probably bomb-proof. They use the technology to make sure.
Modern problems can require modern solutions.
Yeah, man. But I wonder if they've really addressed the severity of the situation, and we'll see kind of where that goes. I mean, since we're there, Travis, you want to talk about this card?
Well, yeah, but first, what's that plane ride over there like?
How long is it?
Or no. Well, it's long, but I just mean the tense, the level.
Oh, you gotta feel tight.
Anxiety.
I couldn't imagine. I ain't never left the country, so I couldn't imagine flying a plane over the ocean.
That
Where are you going to make an
is-
emergency landing in the ocean? So I'm already shook, right? But I feel like, you know, they talk like people talk, but if you on the plane, clearly you felt comfortable enough to go. You know what I'm saying? Like comfortable enough, which is not to say you were comfortable, but comfortable enough to go.
Yeah,
So-
but this is the same, you know, decent amount of these individuals were arguably, you could say, held against their will for a number of hours
Could say
by
that.
the crown.
That tarmac terrorism was on their ass.
So, you know, let's hope everyone feels and they were reassured, and that reassurance was legit and like founded in some kind of, you know, facts, and they know their security. So I don't,
Because
I
you
don't-
stopped, I was like, what the fuck Rhea gonna do? Because you were working towards saying reassurance. I was like, what the fuck Rhea gonna do?
Well,
She might catch a missile.
she might body slam the shit out of it. Craig, yeah, you're right. Oh, Fifth Sunday is Craig. I figured
Oh,
that out.
okay, yeah.
Craig, yes, you see, is a flotation device. So yes, when you make that landing into the ocean, the entire ocean.
Why did Craig choose his name to be the worst day you can go to church the entire month? If you go to church on the fifth Sunday, you go into your church, you go into the sister church, and then you go into church again that night. The fifth Sunday is the worst time to believe in Jesus
Well,
of
damn.
all the times.
Mm.
It's abysmal.
Thank you for Craig for your inadvertent content.
Very negative. Very negative. I found out something interesting. Like, I didn't know that on one of the Crown Jewel shows, there was like a really large Japanese wrestler. And he was there specifically because they asked for Yokozuna. And of course, they can't get Yokozuna.
Wait.
Somebody tweeted that with a video. I was laughing so damn hard. Nice, Craig. Even worse, but nice. That's crazy.
Holy
Fake Yokozuna showing up.
That's okay. All right, yeah, let's talk about this Crown Jewel card, which looks like a more than solid card.
Yeah. So,
I hate to
bit
miss
of a
it.
role reversal. You got Alexa Bliss and Asuka defending against Damage Control. Dakota Kai and Io Sky, the Women's Tag Team Championship. Hi, Janae. Did you catch that that match on Monday?
Sure did.
90-minute Hulu. I love you so much. 90-minute Hulu Raw episode. I love you to death. You are amazing.
I watched live all the way through. I enjoyed the entire 3 hours. For the most part. I mean, you don't enjoy every single thing, but people were like, oh, the Halloween still look at the Otis and posting pictures with Otis with the
He looked great. He looked great.
pumpkin
I
on his
loved
head.
it.
I was like, why is this all of a sudden an outrage?
Yeah, it's Halloween. People
And
dress-
apparently they were going to have a Halloween party and do a pie fight, food fight deal, and they cut it. I don't know if it was for time constraints or if they realized that's silly and we have enough, you know, comedy with the actual trick or street fight match or whatever, and showing the costumes all night.
I think the numbers. I think it was like one of the lowest rated Raws in the last however long.
Yeah,
but they also got lucky and didn't have the World Series to go against.
Yeah, that was a rain out, and you would think more people would have.
And it was only the Browns and the Bengals, but they wasn't home. Like, that's the thing. People was not at their house. Yeah. Like, they were out with their kids trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
So, you know.
And I didn't see the actual numbers, but
like a 1-5.
Do you know do you know each hour?
No, because I'm not a nerd. But it was like a 1-5.
Yeah, I just assume, you know, that second and third hour did better as people got home as the show.
Bad football game. Like, I don't know. That people just, I feel like people just decided this is what we're not doing tonight. We're going to sit up and eat this candy and watch Hocus Pocus.
You got anything bad to say about Alabama?
The state?
Well, no.
I mean, yeah,
Because
I mean,
John A is on
I
there.
don't have anything bad to say. They let Tennessee hang 56 points on them. What do I have to say? The numbers say what they need to say.
I got what I wanted.
You let a bunch of creamsicles hang 56 on. And matter of fact, you let the same guy catch the same ball about 5 times. How you have 4 catches for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns?
Oof. See, I didn't even know all that.
Roll shit. Okay. All right, we're good. Ain't nothing like college football slander, boy. It's so
created
easy.
a monster.
So
what
easy.
have I done? Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the show was solid. I love that little because me and Rick went to dinner, which you didn't text back on. So that happened.
I got an internet dropped. What?
Yeah, okay. But yeah, so that was cool. Yeah, I enjoyed the show. The show was fun. Riddle dressed as Ezekiel. Funny. It's funny.
They had to tell me. I'm glad they pointed it out.
When I saw it on Twitter, I did not know what I was looking at.
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, like when I was watching it. Seth and Theory with a fucking banger.
Where did that come from?
Woo! I think it was just like, Theory has absolutely been defined down, whether it's by choice or by circumstance or whatever, right? So it's like, okay, let's have him go in there and kill it. And him and Seth just went in there, and it was amazing. It's one of the best TV matches I've seen in recent memory. Very, very good. So yeah.
Yeah, kind of it does give Theory a lot of credibility just instantly in one match, and it pushes back against this idea that he's not a Triple H guy. And it's like, why isn't he? He was over in NXT when Triple H was doing stuff. I don't think got a little echo. I don't think automatically that Triple H is in charge. Theory's going to get pushed down the card. And I think that match on Monday did a lot to push back against that idea.
Agreed. Again, a fucking banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roman came out, and I loved it. Like, they're not pretending like the Uzi thing didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
And oh gosh, like I know they don't want us showing their clips, but man, it's so good.
Yeah,
he's not acting very Uzi.
So let's talk about Friday.
Okay.
And that segment. Overall, good segment, fun segment. Clearly, people responded to it and enjoyed it. It just was, but them as a group, they have to be better. Because think of what the idea of what they were going for. They're having the back and forth with Sammy, and you have the dramatic moment of Jay. Sammy, the tribal chief wants it done this way. I don't give a damn what the tribal chief wants. The Roman Reigns looks up, the hard camera zooms in, and 2 minutes later, we forgot all about that tremendous moment, the implications of that moment, which is Jay directly, they covered it up with he didn't mean it, which is where they were going, obviously, and where the obvious outcome. But between that, with the giggling and the chuckling and the crowd chanting Uzi, this is main event stuff, and it's fun, and it didn't get trashed. I'm not, not that the internet, necessarily matters, but there wasn't even a small vocal minority saying saying what I'm saying. That everybody just universally kind of loved it or didn't say anything, but that they need to be careful with that kind of stuff.
But I think that's like it's there and we breeze past it because this is all going to get called back to when it's Jay's time to go at Rumble.
Sure. But the moment was lost. And again, not the actual moment. It was just a nice camera shot and the reaction of Roman Reigns. Like, what this motherfucker say? But the implications of, Jay in front of Roman Reigns said, I don't give a damn what he got to say. or think or whatever. So,
but and I hear what you're saying, but it's like it's not like an Easter egg that, oh, did everybody notice this? I can't wait to get back to it. They've been building and building and building to that moment, you know. So taking away from it and making it like smaller in the moment. Like again, he's got Logan Paul this weekend, and so going through these contenders and Roman having things in control, but not always being in control, it's going to pay off. I think the way it needs to. I do think so.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. I'm very. I expect them to do good things, good pacing. They give me reasons to believe they're going to eventually pay this off and pay it off well. And I'm not even like Jay's going to be, Universal Champion or anything like that, but this is going somewhere good.
So Travis, 10-year project, 9-year project, call it whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
The reaction that Roman gets on Fridays, and now the reaction that he got on Monday, it's worked. Like it took us 7 years of what are we doing, and then 2 years of we got it.
Well, no, there wasn't 7 years because those first 3 years of Shield or however
sure
long
worked
Shield
out
went,
great.
People weren't.
So 4 years of what are we doing, right?
Because
things about WrestleMania 31, I'd say.
Well, just whenever the Rumble happened, the Rumble moment with Rock holding up his arm and Booze coming down, backtrack 6 months or whatever from that. Okay. And it's probably like from there to the start of Tribal Chief was what are we doing?
Yeah.
And all of that wasn't unsuccessful. It was even Roman, even the weird jeans Roman, suffer and succotash Roman was, he wasn't pulling in tons of numbers, but he stabilized that company after John Cena, left. It wasn't, it wasn't tragic. It was just things weren't working out for a guy that they obviously wanted to push as the next big thing. Just they had to get over themselves and how they wanted to present them and what was going to work best. And with the help of Paul Heyman, and I'm sure a lot of Roman Reigns and probably some of his family, whether it's Rikishi or whoever, just like, hey, this is the persona that this guy needs to portray, and it needs to be scummy, sociopathic, heel shit. But that on a dime, you could still like the guy because look at him. He's still Roman Reigns. He's Joe. He's funny. He's fucking, gorgeous. He's just fucking charismatic, all those things. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
So, we're here, man. He is the biggest deal in the company, getting treated like such. And then you have people who's like, well, he better be a big deal. They let him beat all the contenders. That's what your strong champion's supposed to do. They're supposed to beat all the contenders. That's what makes you a strong champion. But
the
pandemic helped. Yeah, and the pandemic absolutely helped, but it helped
because he went away. He said, "I ain't coming back until y'all can guarantee
exactly. Like yeah, it helped. But also, like, I think it was character-wise, it helped because you got to, it's not always going to work you doing what you want to do, but the stuff between him, Jimmy, and Jay during that time, just like you had to treat it like a TV show because that's what it was. Like it wasn't live reaction. Do people love this? Do people hate this? It's I'm invested in these characters because I'm watching this, and the emotional reaction to it. Like I have to, a boo can't happen, a cheer can't happen. I have to treat this like something that's really going on, and they just all played it so perfectly. They really did.
Coming back to current, is Jimmy being wasted in all of this? Is he being? I mean, they're purposefully downplaying him because he's doing the thing that Bud from Cosby Show did in Not Another Teen Movie. He's like, I'm the black guy that's just there to go, damn. I mean, just the catchphrase machine. And he's literally doing that. He's like, my dog. Like when it doesn't, like that's not an answer or a response.
But with him, remember, he was the one that had to be convinced to get on board with the whole thing. You know, like
Right, because he was the injured
like,
one.
He was like, yeah, he was like, Jay, what are we doing?
Off from the outside,
and then they ended up winning the tag title, so he got the thing that he won. You know what I mean? So they played his part early. Now, when it's time to split, that's when we see exactly where his allegiances lie, because it's coming. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, could he be a more dynamic character right
Everybody
now?
can't be dynamic.
Okay.
Not with this. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got Sammy chewing up all the scenery.
Yeah.
Roman
even Solo had to take a step back the last 2 weeks. Like, they featured him, they got him over, they made the point of who he is as an individual, who he is, how he fits in the bloodline, and now they've established him as basically the enforcer of the group. They don't use that word; they call him something else. But he just did, and that's exactly what he did. That whole segment, he didn't crack a smile. Yes, he did. Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, he was a lot more.
He doubled over, like.
Okay. I must have missed it. Paying attention to somebody else.
He's that good. If you're not,
I thought he held on.
You don't see it.
Yeah,
because he got back to who he was supposed to be faster than everybody. For sure.
Okay. So yeah, you're right. Everybody can't be lead guy or guy getting a bunch of. You probably shouldn't be paying attention to Jimmy. That would probably take away from the main thing what's driving the money, which is, Jay, Sammy, Roman, in some form or fashion.
Absolutely. So like, with them being there, the Usos are defending against the Brawling Brutes tag titles. Got the Usos retaining. Like,
absolutely.
It's gonna be dope. Like, I've loved like watching Pete Dunne the last few weeks get to really be Pete Dunne and just going in there crazy, man. That should be so fun.
So they do call him the Enforcer. Okay.
Yeah. Bianca Belair and Bayley. I feel like Bianca shuts the door on the thing for the time being. Last woman standing match. That's violent as shit for where they're performing.
Oh shit! I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, it's a lot. And I mean, I don't know if they go the weapons route, but that's going to be a lot of hard hitting. Like,
how do you not like hit somebody with a kendo stick or pull out a table or whatever, trash can or something? I mean, it's just based on what those kinds of matches, as a fan, what we expect from those types of matches. So that'll be interesting. I did not think of that angle. That is absolutely something to think about. And they're going to be all gimmicked up, like dressed fucking covered head to toe, like, goddamn lepers, I guess. But yeah.
Somebody got a double Filet-O-Fish on the timeline.
Double?
It's kind of sexy.
Is there a small black coffee next to it? Because if it's not, it's fraudulence. You ain't a real
goddamn who's that? Most Def? Oh, you don't know my name? Let me get a milkshake. Milkshake and fish.
I've been watching you. Yeah. Ugh.
The hot chocolate and fish is nasty.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it was probably a packet hot chocolate. So they just use water. They didn't even use milk.
Yeah. So they did seem to us, because last time they did relax on the gear, right? I didn't see the show, but I think I watched clips of them relaxing on the gear.
Okay.
I think. So yeah.
That'd be interesting. Yeah.
Let's see. You got and so with those two matches, Trav, people are like, Damage Control is falling apart and this and that. I'm like, Damage Control was killing it and the baby faces won and they're still hot. Like, that's how this thing works. I think Damage Control's been fine.
Damage Control, I don't think, is working the way they want it to work or thought it. I think the thing with those three specifically, I don't buy that, or not that I don't buy. It doesn't seem like they should be hanging out. They should be a crew. Like, what brings these three very different people together? They're not like two, Io and Dakota aren't two like weaklings that Bayley could dominate and control. So that's not, it's more of a, I've convinced them, I've shown them that that I have their best interest at heart, and it's more of a business kind of friendship thing. But I don't know if it's working the way the creative folks thought it would.
I got you.
It just thinking back to SummerSlam, like it was really exciting, and a lot of people were really excited to see them. And now, sure, maybe I don't know if Bayley is the promo that I think they want her to be either.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just not inspired by this version of heel Bayley. I think without the humor, without a lighter side, it's tough.
You like her being a little cartoonish?
Tougher. Yeah, her ding dong heel Bayley was tremendous. Like she got to be such an asshole and have an edge to her, but she didn't have to be like tough fighting edge to her. She was, I'm gonna roast the shit out you and get my lines off, and it just doesn't work in the role that she's doing now, just as the center heel, fighting. I'm challenging people to last woman standing matches types. Like, yeah, I don't know if she has those promos in her. So, yeah, but she's fine. I'm not. It's not a big criticism. It's just, I don't know if she's the same promo she was 2 years ago.
There are two matches I'm sad I'm going to miss. One of them being Braun versus Omos. I would enjoy that. They got Omos running through 4 dudes at a time. They put him in the ring next to Braun. He made Braun like a little kid, punked him. Braun's cutting promos saying, "Nah, I got you." Shout out to Shout out to DJ Amwali for the follow. I really appreciate it. I was like, DJ Wally's think it's DJ Amwali S. So salute. Drop your mix. Let me listen to that. But yeah, that should be. It's gonna be some big giants going at it, man. And Braun, for whatever I think about Braun will get in there and do some shit. He'll get in there and do some fly shit. And so, I don't think Omos has a problem giving up his body. He's not shown that he has. And so, yeah, man, I think there's gonna be some big dudes slamming each other, and that should be fun.
Is this a make or break match for Omos?
I think with him having MVP next to him, he's fine. He's been tag champ early. And I don't think like Crown Jewel isn't canon. You know what I mean? Like they know that less people are watching the show for whatever reason.
I just mean, in ring, like has he hit his cap already as far as what he can do athletically in the ring? Or like that's what I mean, make or break. Like put him in with Braun Strowman, who we've seen have good matches, sure, with like Roman Reigns and folks that have a history and a ledger.
I think Braun is, again, I think Braun's good, but I think Braun just came back. Like I think, having him next to AJ for a while, I think he's got a few more programs in him before they push him down. But yeah, and he was tag champ with AJ J Ray. That's a lot of AAs. But yeah, so I think that'll be fine. I got Omos winning because,
why not? Yeah,
I think you can plug Braun in wherever, whenever, and the wins and losses don't necessarily hurt Braun like that. They showed him, they did the whole promo with him flipping the truck and all kinds of shit.
MVP's response to that was fantastic.
What did he say?
He was just like, big deal. You can flip over all the trucks you want. Like, basically, the truck doesn't hit back. Like, okay, you're strong. This guy's strong. He threw you out the ring. Like, that's all he needs to do. He doesn't need to flip over a truck. Yeah, I thought MVP gave as money of a money promo as you can give in that situation to sell that match that people know inherently like isn't going to be it's not going to be a banger. It ain't going to be Theory Riddle or Theory Rollins from Monday.
Yeah,
they're going to be a banger out of nowhere. But it could be better than we hoped, and I think that's what they're hoping. And another make or break thing. This match is probably going to be meticulously laid out.
Oh yeah.
Even if it's
Very
only
specific.
5 or 7 minutes,
Yeah.
it's going to be 5 or 7 minutes that's laid out to the T. And Omos is going to have to be on it. He's going to have to remember the spots and just, young guy, or maybe not young guy, but green guy in the ring. That more than can he go out there and can he take a bump well and do that? Can he remember the damn match that I know is going to be laid out meticulously? I assume it has to be. This is not a call it in the ring kind of thing.
Why did Herschel Walker say, put my resume against Obama's resume?
Where was Obama what did he say? Where was Obama when this thing happened last year? Like, what
At the crib with
are you
us?
talking about? Right.
At the house with
It's
us,
like
being
you
a
were.
civilian.
As a non-governmental, worker.
He was at the crib with the squad.
What
I
are you
texted him.
talking
He was
about?
kicking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, funny. McIntyre and Cross, steel cage match. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't.
Cross isn't. It doesn't work for me because, like,
How many yards Obama got?
I love it. I
Uh,
love it. Oh man, Obama has 0 Heismans. Oh
Yeah.
man, he's never been an All-American. But yeah, I mean, Cross, you're not gonna kill nobody. You're not gonna take nobody's soul. You're not gonna strip a man of his livelihood. And so the thing that you're pushing like doesn't work for me. I don't know. Maybe kids dig it. Maybe they think he's scary or edgy or something. But he's just a big dude who like will really like choke you out, and that's cool. Like, and I think another thing is like Drew's so big,
mhm.
and like Cross is muscular, but Cross ain't 6 feet tall. But he's also not like.
Well, he's probably about 6 feet. He's probably my height. And Drew McIntyre's 6'4", 6'5", and makes him look,
Cross,
You think
like,
Cross is shorter than that?
Cross is shorter than that. But
Hmm.
I guess like I don't feel like Drew should have a physical fear of Cross because he's not in-ring crazy man. You know what I mean? He'll choke you out, but he's not do anything to win like JD McDonough or Dragunov. You know what I mean? Like he ain't no killer. His name
Yeah.
Killer Karrion Kross. He ain't no killer. I just don't. He doesn't ooze that to me. He's not like crazy physical violent dude. He's like under Drew's skin playing mind games, but you're not gonna kill Drew. So, but it's still cage match. They should get really physical. I got Drew winning. Like, yeah, okay.
Thank you, Grandma Daisy, for I hope that's a real subscriber and not like a bot, a weird.
Yeah, shout out to the grandma.
bot. But thanks, Grandma Daisy, for the subscribe.
For sure. So yeah, Brock and Bobby, man, ooh, that'd be a great one to see, man. They are getting physical every week. Brock don't want to do no sit down interviews. Let's get to it. They brought Von Wagner on to Raw just to pull them apart. You know what I'm saying? Like they're really on it. They are really on it.
Yeah, I thought as that played out on Raw, I thought, man, they making Bobby look like a real fucking bitch right now. He's just sitting there, and Lesnar wants to fight. He's in there with his fancy sunglasses and suit on. But he rectified that real quick,
He
and
definitely slid on him.
and they had a nice. Brock does the thing that I don't know if it's him being an asshole, like ain't nobody going to be taking me down, or if it's agreed upon all the time. But he does that thing where he always shoots, he always shoots on and gets the first takedown, like all the time. Like, yeah, that's annoying, but it was a nice pull apart. Triple H made an appearance. That was fun.
That was scary to me. I'm like, Triple H, get away from him, dog. Yo, heart.
Calm down, right?
Slide, yeah. What are you doing?
That's a shit. Why? Shut up,
J Ray says side to side isn't face to face. I agree. It's the internet era, though.
Yo, I did not like that either because they said it while showing Lashley, getting set up. And I was like, you can't say face to face when they're about to do a via satellite deal. Also, it made it seem like they weren't in the building together. It's like, why didn't you just have a real, actual face to face? Like, I get why. Then fucking explain
and
this
say
gotten,
that though. Yeah,
this
say,
has gotten
look,
too out of control. We don't want these guys
to be too volatile, so we wanted to
keep these guys on the opposite side of the building of the arena, kind of deal
for sure.
Which also explains why Bobby Lashley's sitting there for as long as he was.
Yeah.
Like shit, I'm all the way over there. You okay? So yeah. So that was minor.
How many yards Obama get is still hilarious. It's still on the screen. I'm looking at it. So funny. You got Brock or Bobby?
I've got Brock.
You got Brock getting his win back.
Brock hasn't won a match. I don't feel because of all of them in the last 3 matches, all with Roman Reigns, but we have not seen Brock Lesnar pin a man.
And technically, Bobby beat Brock for the title.
Yeah, he even said it. Like So
like it's weird that Brock has like he had a legit reason to cost Bobby the title. Like turnabout being fair play. He had a legit reason to do it. It's bullshit, but yeah.
Again, bring that to TV. Make it give it a reason because that is one of the failings.
I want to fight. Yeah.
One of the failings I think of this storyline is that it just came out of nowhere. Brock being a fucking asshole and people and nobody cares that he just came out and sucker punched a guy basically and cost him. Well, Bobby Lashley cost his dumbass self a title. I am not putting that
I'm a soldier.
Brock Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here with all that. So the OC, AJ, Gallows, and Anderson versus the Judgment Day, Balor, Priest, and Mysterio with Rhea.
I'm sorry, but when the news broke, one of the first of the Iran threat, one of the first things somebody in wrestling Twitter said was, "Oh, now Carl Anderson can go defend his never wait or whatever."
Make it, baby. I don't feel safe
over in Japan. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I got Judgment Day. Like, they got Rhea. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't feel like Gallows and Anderson are such a strong insertion into the tag team ranks that they need a win to catapult them to face the Usos. You know what I mean? Like, I still think Rhea's the catalyst until they bring in the fourth to combat her.
Oh, they got Raquel.
Raquel's who they brought in?
I think they recruited her. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's got history with Rhea Ripley. So
this is true. Okay. They haven't said she's like with them there, but cool. That makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know where I saw that, but apparently that's the deal. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a reveal at the pay-per-view, but that's how it is.
So AJ and Ray was so over in Mexico? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Will Judgment Day be toned down? What you mean toned down?
Like the fucking iconography and shit.
Hell no. Undertaker was over there undertaking, and Kane was over there caning. Slow walk. Yeah, Undertaker got so much money over there being the Undertaker. Hell no.
Right, but
gonna be mad demons and evil and black lipstick and licorice and everything. Boots.
Okay.
Fucking flash mob. It's just gonna be crazy. Dog, Rhea, did you see Rhea at the house show?
Untied the person's shoe.
Dog, it was so good. Was that the house show or was that on Raw?
No, that was house show.
On house show? Dog.
Yeah.
Thank you. There are things people can do to show you that they stand out and that they are unique. Her fucking dying on the way to that shoe to untie it. It's just amazing. Like,
yeah, she was selling the shit out of whatever happened to her. And then all of a sudden.
It's just so, like, it's perfect. That was great. Yeah. Rhea's great. And then your main event, Trav. Your main event. Roman Reigns defends against Logan Paul. We know who's going to win. But have they done a good enough job of you selling the story? or to you, for you?
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes and no. I don't think. Damn, we got that echo. I don't know where it's from, but the segment, I think they got scared off by having Logan on TV a couple weeks ago, and that segment was pretty butt. The back and forth was kind of ass, and Logan Paul wasn't great, and he's been fine. His stuff with the Miz was good. This stuff, I really don't know if I don't think Roman Reigns, excuse me, in the bloodline, but Roman specifically respect him.
Yeah.
And I don't think that he's had 2 matches stuff is gimmick. I don't think that's storyline. I think it's just Roman saying this fucking guys in the main event with me. Like, fine, but I'm not gonna. It's hard to hide professional disdain, probably, for certain people, or personal disdain, or whatever it might be. Just kind of like, who is this guy? You're an outsider. Like, yeah, he is. Like, he really is.
Yeah. I agree with J Ray. Like, the pins in his hand thing doesn't have the effect of Lex Luger having a metal plate in his forearm.
No. Yeah.
It's like, okay, that's not like.
Yeah, if you had bio knuckles or something, like, all right, maybe, but just some pins.
Wolverine, what are you talking about? And then I thought Roman on Monday was great. Like, you worried about him knocking me out? I'll knock his ass out. Like, I'm Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
like,
that was a really good line.
What are we talking about? But yeah, I think Roman's charisma is carrying this. I do not think that anybody tuning in is thinking, what if he does get a lucky shot? I just do not think it's a fair enough selling point. Yeah, I mean, big star in the world versus big star in wrestling is fine enough to sell. But the idea that he has some puncher's chance where we don't give everyone that same credibility is just like, okay, whatever.
Remember, he knocked Jay out. 1 punch. Like, all right. It was Big Show got that 1 punch thing over really quick. Like, it just took him a few times to knock a motherfucker out, and people absolutely bought it. Number one, because he's the Big Show and he's 500 pounds.
As big as this monitor.
Yeah. And he actually, at that point, that's how he lost all that weight. He picked up, well, it's one of the reasons, besides probably diet and nutrition, he took up boxing. I don't know if it was for like a movie thing he was at the time he was doing, but he was training boxing crazy. So he knew how to throw a good, decent punch that made, 500-pound, monster throwing a punch look even better.
I don't like Logan Paul. Like, Floyd Mayweather couldn't even knock me out. It's like, well,
that ain't Floyd Mayweather. Who was I watching with? And I was like, that's not a burn. That's just Floyd Mayweathering. Like,
and well,
that's exactly what he does.
Floyd Mayweather did knock him out.
He did? Oh,
but no, Trev, he knocked him out, but he kept him up. Like, he hit him to where he was going to drop, and he kept him upright.
Why did he do that? Instinct?
To make money.
And in a rematch?
No, just to extend. It's an exhibition they were fighting in.
Is he getting paid by the round?
Yeah, let me see. Let me share screen. This is why we have this, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Let's go to the YouTube. Let's see if we have it. Okay. Here's my screen. Here's my YouTube. Uh-oh.
What was that? Warning.
Oh. I thought it was something else. Let's see. Floyd knocks down Logan Paul. Oh, not Logan Proposal. Oh. But here, everybody has it. Knocked him down, but kept him up. So, like, he's literally on his way to the dirt,
Yeah, when in my head when you said it, I was like, oh, it's probably up against the ropes. This is smack in the middle of the ring. He literally had to keep that man on his
Why
2 feet.
did Jake or did Logan and Jake have me blocked for? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. He
Oh
said,
yeah,
no,
right
come
there,
back.
right
Come back.
behind his ear. Oh, yeah. So yeah. So he did knock you out. We saw it, but you know, you survived. But
well, his brother beat Anderson Silva.
Anyway,
it's a thing that happened. Cam, you can't take that away from the.
I can absolutely take it away.
You can't take it away from the Paul bruise. I can take credit. I'm just saying it's a thing that happened, and you can't, take that away.
Did you watch it?
No.
Okay.
Didn't even watch a clip.
It's a thing that was reported and seen. Did it happen? Yeah. So okay, but yeah, it's just not like. Again, I think Logan Paul was great in his debut match. I thought he was great in the SummerSlam match, but like your performance in those things does not lead me to believe that you have a fighting shot even in this thing that isn't real, right? Like it's just like, okay, all right.
It's really just it's something to do, and I think it's a little early. Let the guy have more than 2 matches before you immediately, but at least they've not trying to make it seem like he earned it or deserves it. They're like, yeah, well, this is something to get attention. And so what? We're shameless and being boxing promoter like and how we shamelessly promote this as the greatest thing, and whatever. That's fine.
Okay. Before and also, did you watch AEW last week?
No.
So they got MJF tweening.
Yeah.
He
got jumped by Stokely's group.
Yes.
Firm.
I cannot say some things, but I hope that he stays heel because I feel like it would be way too soon to just switch all the things you've built, even though he's getting a really good reaction. Like, make him evil because you need evil, and he's so good at it. Like, ride this thing out, and then if he needs to be something different down the road, make that happen. But yeah, let's not rush that. And of course, we'll do a preview of the event when it comes up. But yeah, I hope they don't go too soon with that. Yeah. I do want to talk about. I want to talk about the moment that happened to your man.
Okay, what happened?
Oh, you heard about what happened with your man JD from New York.
JD from New York.
JD from NY, the YouTube guy who does the wrestling. Is none of this ringing a bell to you?
No, I mean I might know what peripherally what happened, but
So JD from New York is this very popular YouTuber who talks about wrestling. And just like he says, he's a guy from New York, very heavy New York accent, always wears a hat, has a well manicured little beard on him. And
where's this going?
AEW did a promo for Jade Cargill versus Marina Shafir. And he basically said, "Oh, please, God, no."
Yeah.
And the AEW women's locker room proceeded to tell JD how they felt about JD.
Yeah.
It's it's great. Let me see if there's a video, because there's a clip of him responding to it, and it is just perfect. He said there was a coordinated attack on him, Trav.
Coordinated in that I don't understand why he got such a big reaction. I don't know if he's like
basically, but I understand I got such a big reaction because fuck you. Hey,
I guess, but
like,
of all people that say this sucks or I don't want to see that or fuck this, that they responded
well,
to that.
here's the thing though. Think about everybody you ever been mad at. Everybody you ever been mad at. When you finally popped off on who you was mad at, was it the worst thing they did to you, or was it just something small that made you say, you know what, fuck you?
Oh, you think? Oh, this is like some.
That's exactly what it was.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They all started responding about the lies you told, and you've been nasty about X, Y, and Z. And we forgot what you said about Alexa Bliss, and it was all
shit.
that.
Oh, okay. Then
yeah, absolutely.
He made this bid. He's got to.
Yeah, it was fuck you because this ain't new.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was
in the context of that comment. It was so fucking tame. Please, God, no.
It's
tame,
on
wrestling
like,
Twitter, on the internet, talking about women. Please, God, no. I thought, what a gentleman.
What is my cardinal rule, or one of my cardinal rules? Don't at X wrestler or X company that you don't know about. This was great. This was bad. You suck. You rule. Don't do it.
He didn't.
I think
looking at the tweet, he responded under a tweet and didn't add anybody. I didn't see any ads.
No, he didn't add them, but he responded to AEW's tweet which had Jade and Marina tagged in it. I understand you're like, so what? What's the big deal? Motherfucker, you talking to me? If I'm in a thread with somebody and somebody's like, well, Cam, you suck. Fuck you. Like, it's going to be that. Like, you felt the need to tell me how you felt about me. Here's how I feel about you.
Yeah. I mean, with the other context.
It wasn't, random. It wasn't AEW fan 26 saying Roman sucks.
Right. And Roman jumping on saying, I'll beat you.
But it's that classic meme of when everybody's roasting in the group chat and that one person roasts you who you got dirt on. And it's like, I know you ain't talking. And then that's how it goes. That's just communication. And
even worse because this if this guy's got a history.
Yeah.
But you also don't have to blow him up now, like to make y'all. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I'm not close enough. I don't.
And you're not saying this directly, but ignore the trolls. All you're doing is giving them attention. Well, fuck you. Like sometimes my attention can be, I don't like.
No, sometimes you got time.
Like this idea of responding to somebody bothering you is only helping them. No, maybe it helps me. Like maybe I won't punch a hole in a wall today. This bigger person thing all the time is just like, no. Like sometimes I want to be small. Sometimes I want to be small. I want to be a bullet and I want to go through you. Sometimes that's what I want to do. So no, it was funny. And again, I say all this to say, like, people were like, you're clowning him for getting made fun of. No, I'm just acknowledging that he got made fun of for the thing that he did. Like, I'm not clowning him. Like, he chooses, like, this is something he's curated and built, and it's been great for him. And sometimes it's going to bite you in the ass. And for him to be like, I don't understand. All I was doing was no, you understand. Like, let's not pretend. Oh, does J Ray have it? Is this the clip? Okay, it's in my whatever. I don't think it'll let me copy a link. But okay. I think he has a specific link of him basically saying, woe is me. Let me see. If I go live, it won't help. Well, Jerry, I'm sure you have the thing. But okay. Why don't we really quick, you have to pay for Twitter after November the 4th. Twitter will die if they make the masses pay for it. And also, if you're able to pay and get verified, that app is going to go straight to hell, dog. Like, Oh, it was a tweet that got him in trouble. Yeah. You know, like, again, if you want to be a part of every conversation, cool, but sometimes it's going to bite you. Like,
yeah. I just can't imagine. Like, I've live tweeted, I've done, but I just don't, nobody cares about what I have to say. And I can't imagine if people did, like, in any kind of serious way. I'd be like, it'd be hard not to lash out. So I don't know how y'all folks be doing it. It couldn't be me.
I mean, you can't tweet me if your name is Gareth.
Well,
like
6-7 different.
And I'm not even just talking about one guy. Like, I was like, another fucking Gareth, and then I called him Perman Munster because he has.
That was ridiculous. That was so good. And I looked at his profile picture.
He said it out, and Wade follows him, so I guess he's like long time somebody or whatever. What the fuck? Like, Cam's none of Cam's opinion. Bitch, don't call me Cam. I don't even know you. But yeah, so he's on the shit list. And I don't plan on changing that. Keep that Torch subscription going though. He blocked me after I called him in his fan base versions. Like, oh yeah, JD is the Mario Kart guy. Like, he's had his issues, but God bless him.
What's the Mario Kart? What's that?
Basically, he was playing Mario Kart and started throwing out a bunch of racial epithets because he was losing. This is like 10 years ago, but yeah.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. Good luck to him. Yeah.
Where are these Garretts coming from?
Cave in England somewhere. I mean, it's not the worst. All of them are just terrible people. And Liam's. Gotta talk to Liam more than how he's doing. But yeah.
All right. Let's we've got Kylan hanging on the line. Let's hear what's on his mind. Kylan, welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
Thank you very much, Travis. First off,
yeah,
happy 600th to you and Cam.
Thank you.
And thank you so much.
And happy official 100 days of Triple H.
It's been 100 days, AV. Wow, nice. Good 100 days. So good start. You know how the president, they always do, the first 100 days. We should have did a segment where went over all his accomplishments in these 3.5 months or so.
And there have been a lot of them apparently. If you listen to the earnings call early this morning.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't even hear anything about that. That's usually, I guess I didn't go searching out, but I guess there was nothing of note came from that.
It was supposed to be tomorrow, but I guess somebody made a big boo-boo and didn't realize that everybody had to fly tomorrow.
Yeah. That'll do
so
it.
The Royal Rumble has sold more tickets than any Royal Rumble in history.
Well, damn.
It's a big ass building, dog.
In San Antonio, right?
Let me explain to you how big the Alamo Dome is.
Yeah.
When the Spurs called the Alamo Dome home, they would tarp off half the arena for games. Like, it's monstrous. That's where we have like basically the whole city's high school graduations are at the Alamo Dome. And it's big enough to just rotate them in, rotate them out. Like, they do like 3-4 graduations a day. Wow. Like, the Alamo Dome, unless you see it, it's hard to describe just how big that damn thing is. And I've been to the Royal Rumble there. The last one they had with Randy won. And so, yeah, you can find somewhere to put a seat in that bitch. I still ain't even got my tickets, but I think we're doing like a company thing. So we'll see. I should probably jump on that. But yeah.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Peacock viewership for pay-per-views or in WWE terms, premium live events is up 21% from last year.
That's a good sign. Trend is going in the right direction.
Raw ratings are up 5% from last year,
You'd think that would be more, but
and SmackDown is up a measly 1%. Believe it or not.
well, SmackDown has been the best performing show they've had consistently the last 2 years. Surprise, surprise. What that coincides with. So I'm not surprised that they haven't had as big a jump as the other as Raw or something.
Oh, okay. On to questions.
Okay.
This first one concerns WWE satellite promotions or perhaps developmental territories. NWA President Billy Corgan recently revealed that he had talks with Triple H about potentially giving him the current NWA footage plus the Houston Wrestling Library to put on the standalone WWE network. That did not happen, but he is still in good standing with Triple H, and he would be happy to have him use the NWA as another developmental territory.
I bet he would.
Should this happen?
That's I don't know if should is the. I don't know. I don't know what goes into all that, so I can't say what should or shouldn't happen. I know it's probably in Billy Corgan's best interest if he wants to have an NWA in 3-5 years from now. I don't think that thing's making money, and it's probably costing money. That's not exactly financial 101 will tell you that that's not sustainable. So they could probably, if that's the case, if they were to make that kind of deal, it would be even more one-sided in WWE's favor. Like it just would anyway, even if they were a successful, kind of independent deal. They're still, making a deal with a juggernaut, and it's just the juggernaut's going to win that most times, unless you're just offering something or got some real good negotiating folks and lawyers and those kind of things. But yeah, Billy Corgan sure would like to be a feeder system.
Well, to add to what you just said, Travis, I guess Brett Lauderdale, the owner of GCW, realizes that because he turned Triple H down to sell GCW and their library to him to have on Peacock in favor of going to Fight TV Plus for $4.99 instead of a flat $9.99 for Peacock people, or $4.99 for ads with ads on Peacock.
Yeah, that's the GCW one. I didn't necessarily understand. Like typically, or I would think, like, why wouldn't you? I get that maybe the last few years GCW has been more successful than they were in the few years before that. But bless you if that was a sneeze. But again, where are you going to be in 3 to 5 years? Matt Cardona is not going to stay, a hot act that you can, you're going to build around Matt Cardona, who said he'd only go back to WWE if he could be Matt Cardona. He's not Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder's dead. That's an interesting one. GCW saying, "No, we're good," because way more people, I think, would see them on Peacock than are going to see them on Fight. Oh, maybe not in the next 2 months, maybe not even in the next year, but in the aggregate, like
if they're on Peacock, I feel like that comes with
censoring, disclaimers.
Not even just disclaimers, but I feel like they would be required to up the production value to a point where it might not be cost effective.
But if they're subsidized by WWE, fuck difference does it make?
So,
like if WWE says we got you, here. Matter of fact, we got some old HD.
But were they saying that though? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they would have to do that, and plus. So, you know why they left IWTV, right?
I don't. I saw a bunch of people complaining about IWTV.
Because everybody was on IWTV, so wasn't nobody getting no damn money. Yeah. Like, that $10 a month was being split so many ways with shows that did not have static start times, and nobody was getting no bread. And so with Fight, like I think it's them and one or two other companies that are like doing Fight now.
And AEW is on there, isn't it?
But AEW does pay-per-views on Fight. Like GCW has like monthly subscription on Fight. Like if AEW does, it might be like in Canada or some shit.
Okay.
But like in the state, like worldwide, you can do a GCW Fight subscription now. And I think that that price point being theirs through Fight, along with not having to up production value, because if you're buying that thing on Fight, like would more people watch on Peacock initially? Sure, but are they going to say, hey, I'm glad I have this ECW-esque type wrestling on this network next to Law and Order and goddamn the Barney documentary? I don't know. You know, I think it's just a more fitting home for what they're doing. And they're splitting the revenue with less people.
I think I'm more surprised that the offer was made than it was turned down.
That too. Yeah, that too. Because that does lead me to be like, maybe there was some WWE influence on that as far as things that they would foot. Like that does make sense. Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. And another topic or another question, Kyle? Yeah.
With former Pop TV president Brad Schwartz officially being appointed the new president of the CW under the CW's new ownership with Nexstar Broadcasting, and with Brad Schwartz being the man who put Impact, which was Pop's highest rated show during its tenure on Pop, do you see Brad Schwartz bringing any wrestling content onto whatever the new CW is going to look like in the future?
Any
they ain't wrestling on no damn CW. I don't know. Like I could definitely see Cody striking a deal for his school. And they just have their own show on there with like random people. But no, I don't think so. I think that like where's MLW right now?
They're on the new free streaming service called Pro Wrestling TV.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, they start tomorrow on there.
So I could see because CW is like like a local affiliated network, and they always have like their local stations. I could see ROH going to CW. I could see that being a good deal for them. Depending on where you live, that's where the fuck they were before your man bought them.
Yeah.
Free girls chatting in the city. Let's block that user.
But I want to see them free girls. All right, Kylan, appreciate you, man. Darrell, new site with hot girls. All right,
I'm
bet.
getting them out of here.
Darrell, I did play that one.
Yeah, WoW airs on CW. There you go.
Oh, okay. I did order or play that 1.2 bill Powerball, Darrell. So, oh shit! Wait, I didn't get an email. Don't they usually draw at 7? Oh, maybe 7 Central. As soon as I get that email, we still on air. I'm like, yeah. Now I ain't gonna say shit. I'm just gonna click off end broadcast. I ain't saying a damn thing. I'm gonna do like my man did. He showed up in the Scream mask to sign his and do his little media thing. Like, I don't want people to know who I am. I played 5 of them. I just dropped full $10, and I did the $1 on each bonus, which I don't understand. I was just like, all right, fine, sure. Like, okay. So shit, if I win $100 out of the whole thing, I'll be happy. But yeah,
so
1.2 billion.
Let's talk about this real quick. So, having a conversation, somebody says, "Hey, Cam, you seen that Mandy Rose?" I said, "What you mean?" And they proceed to tell me that Mandy Rose is out here topless in the pool, but like her chest is underwater, but you can see it. And they said Mandy Rose is out here on the OnlyFans charging people for penis reviews.
Yeah, judge my dick.
And so my thing is this. It's cool he told me, but if you want to see Mandy Rose naked, if that's your thing, why are you telling the internet? Like, oh.
I mean, who's surprised? I mean, are you? I want to see Mandy Rose naked. Why is
but
that
I'm saying,
not shocking?
If you see Mandy Rose naked, you tell your man. You know what I'm saying? You tell the group chat.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't put it out there for the world to know, so it's got to come down.
Yeah, people pretty filthy. They don't care.
People have no moral compass.
Yeah,
they're not homies, and you should be a homie. Like when you get the hookup, you hook your people up, but you don't put the hookup out for everybody. Because guess what happens when you give the hookup to everybody? It's not a hookup no more.
Mm-hmm.
And so
it's just the price. It's just how much it costs.
So y'all had Mandy Rose naked like you've been wanting for years. You were able to send Mandy Rose with consent. Finally, you was able to show that woman what you had, and you ruined it for yourself. You played yourself. It's very nasty business. No, she's not getting away with it, J. Ray, and she's not getting away with it because everybody told. That's the thing. That's the point I'm trying to make. Everybody told, so now it all had to come down.
Oh, wait, why?
Because now everybody knows. So,
but why does it have to come down? Why did she have to stop?
Because she was, from what I understand, she was doing it without consent of the company.
It violates the terms or something? Okay.
And I don't think she's going to get into no trouble, but it's just like, y'all had it right there. You had exactly what you wanted, and you ruined it.
They're certainly going to make those kinds of things more explicit now in their terms of service. Oh my goodness, who is that about to sing the national anthem?
Somebody tough. Yeah, it's game 4 tonight.
Yep. Boy, Madison Watkins.
Back to back.
Well, it was supposed to be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday,
Tuesday.
Friday.
Yeah, it was Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah.
Well, it was a rain out on Monday, so it got pushed to Tuesday. So that's why it's Tuesday, Wednesday now. Oof. I almost want to hit unmute to hear her voice. If her voice is half as good as she looked. cannot judge how somebody sing on the damn national anthem. National anthem is a bad song. Not in what it means or what it symbolizes. As a song, as a piece of music.
You got to sing Bobby Womack, If You Think You're Lonely Now. That's how I determine if you can actually sing or not.
Why don't we have the other one, the Star Spangled Banner is, or the
International Players Anthem?
No, the other one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We had an email from Brian who wanted to jump in on non-VIP. He says, congrats to Trav, Cam, and Rich on 600 shows. Also giving a shout out to Bardre Purnell. I'm watching live. Hopefully I'll be able to call in soon. Question, Kanye West. That is all. Thanks. I'll send an email to the exclusive VIP portion of the East Coast Cast. Brian. Thanks, Brian. A supporter from way back, man. Appreciate you. Yay, Cam.
Yay, what? You better be saying why?
Yay.
He at the game?
No, shit. They would not. They'd be, yeah.
He said my team about to get shut down by the feds, but they've been shut down by everybody goddamn else. They've been shut down by the Cowboys, the Eagles. So Dan Snyder said they're actually like working with Bank of America to look at selling the team. On the same day, they're like, yeah, investigation has found that they in there wilding the fuck out. Wow. So yeah. Very nasty. Can I go?
Person that or group that buys that team, it's either going to be the best or worst investment they'll make. I got the feeling it'll be because they got nowhere else to go but up, and that fan base is going to be pretty happy for some kind of for any kind of change. So that'll be interesting. Darrell wanted you to drop the link of how to get in.
Now, goddamn.
Yeah. Play some Takeoff before you leave because y'all Texas boys be crazy and taking out.
First of all, don't put that on the state. That was some niggas. That was some niggas playing a dice game somewhere. Ain't got shit to do with us. What you need to do, Darrell, is the same thing your 45-year-old quarterback is doing and just sit in the pocket. You ain't got to do all that.
Who's this quarterback? Don't he like some like the Titans or some shit?
Georgia. Damn Stetson Bennett.
Oh, you're talking about
2 years old playing college football. You better read a fucking defense. But yeah, man. $35 for a Mandy Rose review. I'm sure no, not. Are you leaving these wrestling women alone? I got spend $35 to lose thousands. What's wrong with you?
This was my shit.
Whatever woman came up with that is a fucking genius, though. You just say you just gonna send me your dick anyway. Let me charge you for it and tell you that shit is garbage.
I'm sure there's some nice looking ones, some schmeats that she's into.
What you think, huh?
She let me nut on the face.
Flash.
Stay in your place. Shut up and stay out the way. Shut up. Decided what I'm gonna do today. I'ma go ride the rave. I wanna look at this.
Oh shit! I probably should not be playing this. Fuck. StreamYard is not Blog Talk Radio. God damn. If I should get taken down because it was 12 seconds of a song, I'll fuck you up. God damn. I'm so used to just being able to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Right.
Got that email last week and was like,
immediately,
I was like, ooh.
Cut that out, dog.
Like,
rest in peace to Takeoff, man. Gone too soon. Very talented. Flow was effortless flow. Thinking about the family. Hope everybody comes out of this as well as they can, because these things take a toll.
Yeah, it got weird. You got like with the people in their speculation, and it's all Quavo fault. It was just like, fam, can you let a day go by? Can 12 hours go by before we start pointing fingers at the person, at anybody who didn't pull the fucking trigger.
Somebody said on Facebook, I wish y'all knew the real story, what happened. I do, and it's so sad. And it's like, well, who does this benefit besides you?
And if you're not going to tell the story, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, tell the fucking police. If you're being that to you, like, go away.
Yeah.
Like it's nasty, man. But
yeah. So that was that wasn't something I was wanted to wake up to. It's like, oh god damn it, this is, yep. And it's not. I mean, this has been a tough 2-year stretch. I mean, we lost some in the culture.
It's been a lot.
Rap game. It's been more than usual. I don't know if it's one of those more than usual or it's just Twitter exists, the internet exists, but it's like that shit's been around forever. I think if there was a stretch between 2012 and 2014, we would have heard about it. We would have been aware. This has been, well, I don't want to say unprecedented, but seems like it. For somebody that don't pay attention to it, it just seems like I'm hearing about it way more. But again, that could just be the nature of media these days, but I don't know. But it sucks.
Yeah. Cold game.
The cameraman. So wow, that's how they keep those shots so still. He's got like a backpack on with like a scorpion tail with like suspension, because he's got a big, probably 15-pound camera, HD high quality camera, but the suspension from the scorpion tail is, takes not only the weight off, but holds that steady shot.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. That's cool. So, okay. I think that's going to wrap it up. Oh, we got a private chat message here. Out here trying to get his band in Guam.
They completed the misconduct investigation.
Did they? When we going to get some results?
I don't know.
Can we get more Povich?
J-Ray in there, like, SRS saying he might come back. Boris, if you don't get the hell off the line, if you don't go away,
Boris gonna jump in. Like, I'm gonna ask y'all about Hiroshu Hamoda.
Tanahashi dye his hair this week. Safe ass boy. Absolutely not.
You guys ponytail pulled back extra tight too for this episode.
I know. I'm saying
he just flipped me off. He right though.
I know he got a pool stick named Miss Gladys. You know
it. With a case. You unscrew that bitch. You got it in this special velvet lined case.
His chalk is red for his pool stick. Smooth, brother.
Hustling 20-year-old college kids.
All his even his roller skates are hard bottoms. This is player.
All right. So that's going to wrap it up for us this week. We'll be back next week, same time, same channel. Please join us in one way or the other. We are still archived on Blog Talk Radio, so we're still there in podcast form. So nothing changes for you folks listening later, except the higher quality of the audio. That changed. I'm sure you're happy about that. So you're welcome. Listen, if you're a VIP and you are listening to this in podcast form, click over. Rich and I'll be by for another hour or so of content. We'll talk about I don't know. Who knows where I'll be in 2 hours, depending on where this game about to start. Where I might not be in no kind of mood to one way or the other, happy or excited or
2-1
depressed. It's 2-1. Yep.
Yeah. You can be depressed after game 4.
At the game 4. Because I want to end this shit and I do not want to go back to Houston. We treat them like we did the Padres and this shit in 5 and give our fans who have been absolutely phenomenal, give them they deserve. If we win tonight, that's exactly, if I'm Rob Thomas, that's how I'm selling it. Like, we need to give these fans, they don't need to be watching in a bar when we beat them in Houston. Let's go out there but I don't want to get ahead of myself. One game at a time. So yeah, that'll do it for us. We'll get at y'all next week. So for Cam, I'm Travis. We out.
Later.